Good morning, everybody, and this is your Bitcoin review for today. So, getting a lot of questions on Bitcoin, so I thought start adding it to some of the videos every now and then. Not really going to do a daily video on it. It's not part of my short-term trading strategy, but very much part of my long-term trading strategy. So, let's just get to it. So, firstly, if we look at what's transpired over the last couple of weeks, so basically the last month, we've been going sideways. One thing that is concerning me here is we do have a potential head and shoulder. So there's your shoulder and either a double shoulder or a double head, whichever way you want to look at it. So basically all that's happening is prices gone up and then prices coming down. So it's kind of a rounding top. My broker doesn't trade on the weekends, so this is why you see these gaps. I don't pay too much attention to those just yet. We have come back to a weekly level, which is this one here, which was 42,200, or 42,204 to be exact. We have come back, and it does look like we've tested that quite nicely. Now, oscillators at the moment on the weekly are grouping, not quite yet, but they're heading towards the downside, and it does look like we're busy with some sort of an inside bar. Now, I would like to see us regain this structure here of 44,855, regain it, find some support there, and then build a base off that. The other thing that we need to bear in mind is the weekly. You can see that does look suspiciously like a rounding top, so you would expect some kind of a pullback, and obviously there's no real structure except for this area that we've bounced off, and there's nothing further down. So what I need to do is just switch to a Fibonacci here, and you'll see basically off the 38.2, we've got the 50% Fibonacci a little bit further down, and then the 61.8 right over there. So if we just add that in, that would be the next area of support. So if we just get to the 8 hour, that's the one that I normally trade. Concerning factor here is we do have a bit of a crossover here. So that is a bearish crossover looking to the downside. But my oscillators are grouped quite nicely. I don't have any diversions just yet. I suppose we could argue that there is a bit of diversions right here. You can see there's low, that's a higher low, there's low, lower low. So it could be diversions. I think the critical thing here is this range bar that we have on the 8 hour. And I'm just going to adjust this level to there. I'm looking for an 8 hour close above 45,039. If we can get that today, that may validate a potential bottom. So in other words, bottom of range rather than inverse, well not inverse, but a head and shoulders retest. That's kind of the view that we've got at the moment, and we can drop down to the 4 hour just to get a tighter picture. And there's nothing really going on at the moment. So we have this inside bar, then we have a couple of, another inside bar here, wrong color. So we do have a little bit of structure forming between these two levels, but I would suggest that these two levels are the ones to watch. So it's 45,039 and 42,200. So those two, 42,200 goes, if that drops, then we more than likely have a bit of a deeper pullback, and your next bit of structure, there's two levels, get your inside tail, there's one, and there's the other one. And yeah, so that would be 38,400 and 42,670. So let's just call it 40,000. I'll probably round it off to 40,000. But I do like what I see. So this is a nice, decent pullback at the moment. But just look at the left. I don't like the up and down in the structure. Maybe forming some kind of a top, or it may just be forming a base before another push higher. But for me, this is a sit on hands until I see some daily or preferably weekly price action that I'm going to like. So if we get a weekly pin bar off the structure, that would set us up next swing low, and that would give me the confidence to start looking to buy into this again. But at the moment, it is sit on hands. Just wait to see what's going to transpire. And to be honest with you, I'm looking at 45,040 right now to see if we can get above that. I'd want to see a move above it and I come back and retest it, and I want that level to hold. If that can happen, then we have a fairly decent opportunity of pulling back into this area of resistance up here at least. And then obviously next thing I want to see is these moving averages crossing over, heading in the bullish territory again like it has been for quite some time. So pretty much sit on hands until we see structure at the moment, but it can go either way. There is a head and shoulders here, and there is also a little bit of support. If we break through the support to the downside, then it's not going to be pretty. It's going to be a bit of a deeper, much deeper pullback. Okay, anyway guys, that's my view on Bitcoin at the moment. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you later. Cheers for now.